Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Al Stock Trades. I'm re-recording this video because unfortunately, for some reason, StreamYard had it basically pausing. So I'm going to have to contact them again to let them know what the hell's going on. But it's very important. That's why I'm re-recording this right now. You got to see this, okay? So in our past video, we've done intrinsic value calculations, price to sales to projected calculations. Now we're going to be doing our price to sales BrainMachine projected calculation, okay? So without further ado, let's get straight to work. Okay, so here's our private Discord channel. To activate our proprietary software, all you got to do is type in Al Help, okay? There is going to be a V3. This is a V2.0 update. We just updated. V3 is going to look a whole lot sexier. There's going to be buttons and all that, so can't wait to show you that. But in the meantime, to activate our DCF here, I want us to go to Stock Fundamental Analysis, which is Al SFA Help. By doing that, you're going to be getting three different types of DCFs. One of them short-term, middle/long-term, okay? So what we're going to be doing right now is I want us to see the leveraged DCF. By looking at the leveraged DCF for CLOV in 2026, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be seeing here that CLOV in 2026 is going to grow at around $29 billion. They're going to have $29 billion by 2026. And the cool part is this uses some algebra and growth rate to the n power to essentially calculate its growth run up based off of its historic revenue percentage if the free cash flow is negative. So that's it's a mouthful. I'm going to explain. So as you can see here, the revenue percentage is around 82.16%. So if we were to go here and go to our BrainMachine price to projected BrainMachine calculation, let me go ahead and refresh the page. I had it open for a while. So once it goes in here, you can see price to projected BrainMachine calculation. What we want to do is we want to go in and type in the BrainMachine rate. So the BrainMachine rate was 82.16%, okay? So 82.16. So as soon as you do that, boom, you got the revenue. So the percentage. Now what we want to do is we want to go in and type it in for the 2022 BrainMachine expected revenue. So it's going to be a lot lower than the actual 2022 because we haven't, arrived to 2022. So we're going to go in and type in 2022 down there. And as soon as we do that, we're going to get $2.6 billion, right? So 2681, okay? So you go ahead and you type in 2681, all right? And then you want to go in and divide by the number of outstanding shares, and we work from there. So first off, I want to just keep things clear. This is Clover, of course, right? And then for the number of outstanding shares, you could just go here, and there it is, 470.85. So 470.85. And then as soon as you do that, all we need to do now is calculate the price to sales ratio 5-year average. So without further ado, let's add what it's trading at right now. To do that, let's go to our technical and fundamental data analysis on our website at allstocktrades.com. You can go in for the convenience. It's $2.23, okay? So you go here and you type in 2.23, all right? Now, you're going to go back to this fundamentals here, and you're going to open up more financials. Then you want to go here and open up price to sales. And by doing that, we're going to split it off from a quarterly basis, and we're going to see that, it's price to sales. Ignore these two beginning has gone anywhere between 10 to 0.5. So very simply, we got 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the current one, right? So all we got to do is type in 10.79 plus 9.64 plus 2.77 plus 1.14 plus 0.79 plus 0.52. And you're going to get 25.65. So 25.65 or 62. You're going to divide that by 6, okay? By doing that, you're going to get 4.27. So I'm just going to say 4.2. And if we recall, if we go back to our Discord here, let me just put this number before I forget it here, 4.2. If we go back to our Discord, down to, this is our tester page, down to the Clover Health channel, you can see that some of our members posted a specific update regarding a buyout at $10.50 from a $3 currently trading at for the stock CNVY. And it was, they bought it out at 4 times revenue multiple. So it's right in line with this. So based off of these calculations, we should expect Clover to ascend to these levels based off of a 4.2 revenue multiple. And all we did was essentially grab the BrainMachine rate. So if you look at this, BrainMachine expects 82%, and look at our 2026 calculation, $29 billion. Now, if you go back here, I know there's a lot of math here, but that's what it takes to get at this market, right? You got to understand these components. So if you look at here, the DCF for 2023, you can see the revenue. See how it automatically filled it, 4884. Look at that, 4883. You see how it's like right there? It's the power of math, right? Everything is coherent. You type in 2024, we got 8897, 889, again, 8896. It's off by a million. Whoop-de-doo, it's fine. And then last but not least, let's just jump up to 2026. You can see we're at 2952, and then there it is, 29.5, almost 2, almost that, right? 29 billion, okay? So you can see that we're on track. BrainMachine's calculating the growth rate. Everything's looking good. So based on this projections, Clover should be trading anywhere between $17 to $29, which is why the base case, which is here in Golden, they said, 24 is too cheap on that Reddit post, right? If you go to 2025, remember how they say 2024, 2025, I expect a $48 price target? Well, as you can see, I'm really undervaluing the potential of the stock. And again, this thing traded at freaking 10 revenue multiple, right? If you go back to our technicals and fundamentals here, it's traded at a high of a 10.79 revenue multiple. But yet again, every other stock traded really high, like Palantir was at like 30, 40. So that was really a very unnatural, unhealthy environment where the Federal Reserve was pumping liquidity within the market, okay? So from this perspective, we can see Clover from 2025, 2026, anywhere between $108 to $180 for 2025, and 2026, $200 to $329. I know that's a lot, right? But you could just take the bases, 144 to 263 from those perspectives. Now check this out. Let's go back to our BrainMachine because there's one thing I left out. So this thing basically calculates a discount rate of around 12.69%. And the cool part is, what is the equity value per share? So you know how I told you there's different versions of the DCF. One's kind of short-term and one's long-term based off of the numbers. Again, since they're negative cash flow, you have to just take the absolute value and assume that, make the assumptions that they're going to become free cash flow positive, which they are next year, right? If you look at the equity value per share, we expect Clover, based off of these calculations, to be $40, okay? Now, hold on. This is more of kind of a short term. Now, if we were to go here and alter it and take out the leverage and just say advanced DCF, look at this. You're going to be, again, numbers change, but the calculation's different. It's a little longer. And what you can see, the equity value per share, look at $178. Again, please ignore the negative. It's because the free cash flow is negative, right? So in order for me to kind of make the math divvy and work automatically, you just have to ignore that. And as you can see here, $178 for the near distant future. We're talking like 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. I think by 2030, right? So 2030. Now, again, remember this number, $178. Now, let's go back. Now, do you remember our handy-dandy notebook, right? Our handy-dandy intrinsic value calculation, the mastering stock market intrinsic value calculation, the master of all masters, right? This guy right there. Check this out. If we go down to here, I already put it in the calculation. Would you look at that? By inputting the same calculations here, the 82% growth rate and taking 5% of the revenue, you get the estimated free cash flow, which is right here. The estimated free cash flow. Oh, look at the price. It is anywhere between $116 all the way up to 242 with a base case of $164, which is right in line with the equity value per share, the price target of $178. So you can see the mathematics are lining up correctly. You see how powerful this is? So essentially, what we basically just did right now is we designed a software that is able to basically take different types of zoom ins and zoom outs to automatically take in the data and give you a price target, and a pretty damn accurate long-term one, right? However, there are some discrepancies, and I highly recommend following it up with our intrinsic value calculation, because this is the master, right? This is the father. This is the godfather of everything that we have, right? Obviously, this calculation here is extremely complicated, right? There's a lot of variables that go into this to arrive at this conclusion. Like, for example, let's go to Meta, right? So Meta, AL, Advanced Leverage DCF, Meta 2026, we can see that we got a price target of $569.66. And we're going to be watching the All In podcast together. And if you look at that, Chamath Palihapitiya specifically stated that retail investors are terrible allocators of money. They're just terrible. They're terrible at investing. And it's funny how Apple, Microsoft go up, but Meta wasn't. And the sad part is Meta is the most under effing valued stock right now, right? In comparison to all the other ones that are trading near to fair value and above to overvalued, right? So that's big, right? That's a big deal, okay? So, so you can search any stocks you want, and the possibilities are endless. So this is extremely powerful. It's literally the trifecta. You have the intrinsic value calculation, the price to sales to projected calculation, and collaboration with our BrainMachine price to sales projected calculation with our BrainMachine itself here, which is our proprietary technology. A lot, okay? So if you want to learn how to fish, I will teach you how to fish, and I will teach you how to essentially find stocks, calculate them, set your own price targets, all in our Mastering Stock Market course. There is going to be a huge increase as we've injected a lot of material in there. There's going to be a big price jump soon. The price in the future will become anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 for lifetime access as we endure beta, because everything we offer is you're not going to find this anywhere else, right? This is a lot of these types of calculations, unfortunately, is restricted to the haves of our society and to hedge funds and really tier level 3 chartered financial analysts that are the creme de la creme of Wall Street price target projections that work for the industry and the institution they support rather than the clients that behold their money, unfortunately. So it's a big issue that we have, but we're trying to level the playing field, and definitely we'll be very honored to have you guys. We do offer a $11.99 subscription to our Stock Alerts, which is all of our artificial intelligence technology. Everything we offer are price targets that we send off that actually make it to our price target, right? And our advanced Monte Carlo projections, support and resistance levels, our famous bullseye here that a lot of people enjoy and love, and a community of like-minded investors. In fact, one person talked to me and said, before I had a problem of patience. I couldn't hold a stock because I didn't have patience. But with this community, it allows me to just be a long-term investor and build up conviction and do my due diligence and understand that it takes time for a business to succeed. So I hope this was helpful. There's a lot of jam-packed stuff in here. Just as a conclusion from our price to projected calculations, personally for me, I'm a little bit more conservative. You can have this to around 2. Oops, you can have this to around 2. And by doing that, anywhere between 2025, 2026, you're going to get anywhere between $68 to $125. Now, personally, if we want to be a complete bear, which is what is the price multiple it's trading at now, which is around 0.5. In fact, we're doing it lower. It's 0.52. If we do that, we're getting a value from 2025, 2026, anywhere between $17 to $31. Again, still below the price target. We're assuming that this recession, quasi bear market, inflation is going to last until 2026, which I highly doubt, because Elon Musk and all of the greatest investors of our time say that 2025 is going to be a great year, okay? And that's assuming an 82% growth rate when it's currently growing at 300%, which I think 82 is manageable, right? But honestly, I think it's going to be a one revenue multiple once it recovers. And even then you can see the price target is anywhere from 36 to 65, right between the halfway points of our $48 price target. Now, if things change, I'll let you know. But these are kind of the projections that we have. So I hope that you like this, and please comment down what's your favorite part about this video. What do you like to see? And yeah, that's all I have for you folks. I'll see you on the next one.